Students, I'm Dr. Komal Rathod, Assistant Professor, Kamal Bhatia, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. So, today's session, we will talk about congenital heart disease, part 2. In its previous session, we will talk about congenital disease, part 1. In that disease, we will talk about what is congenital disease. We, we had we had learned in that session about two type of heart disease, cyanotic or acyanotic heart disease. Then they have three types of classification. Then first is malformation of heart structure, shunting, obstruction, and now we will talk about uh, some shunting. Second type, left to right heart failure. Then it also has two types, acyanotic and cyanotic. So acyanotic Acyanotic is caused by increased pulmonary blood flow and obstruction to blood flow from ventricles. And then increased pulmonary blood flow cause atrial septal disease, ventricular septal disease, and patent ductus arteriosus, arterioventricular canal malformation. That is, we will talk about in previous session. And obstruction to blood flow from ventricles that cause coaction of aorta, aortic stenosis, and pulmonary stenosis. Now, cyanotic classification of congenital heart disease. So, cyanotic causes decreased blood flow, pulmonary blood flow, and mixed blood flow. So, decreased pulmonary blood flow cause teratology of Fallot and tricuspid atresia. Mixed blood flow, transposition of great arterials, total anomalies, pulmonary venous return, trancus arteriosus, and hypoplastic left heart syndrome. We will discuss broadly about them. So, cyanotic heart disease. Defect with decreased pulmonary blood Defect with decreased pulmonary blood flow. So, first of all, obstruction with pulmonary blood flow and the anatomical defect between right and left side of heart causes atrial septal disease or ventricular septal disease. Because of that, blood has difficulty to exiting right side of the heart via pulmonary arteries. Pressure right side of the heart greater than its sides of left. So that's because hypoxemia and cyanosis caused. So in previous section we will talk about ASD and BSD, and now we will talk about teratology of Fallot. That is the part of cyanotic congenital heart disease. Just because decreased pulmonary blood flow that causes teratology of Fallot and tricuspid atresia, and cyanotic mixed blood flow. It contains transposition of great atresia, total anomalous pulmonary venous return, truncus arteriosus, and hyperplastic left heart syndrome. So we will discuss about teratology of Fallot. So, teratology of Fallot is a complex condition of several congenital defects that occurs due to abnormal development of fetal heart during the first 8 weeks of pregnancy. These problems include the following. That first, ventricular septal defect, pulmonary valve stenosis, overriding aorta. The aorta sits above both the left and right ventricle over the ventricular septal defect rather than just over the left ventricle. As a result, oxygen poor blood from the right ventricle can flow directly into aorta instead of into the pulmonary artery of the lung. It cannot be pure. It is lack of oxygen. The oxygen poor blood. Right ventricular hypertrophy. The muscle of the right ventricle is thicker than usually because of having the work harder than normal. This one, aorta, pulmonary artery. that occur and arising from right ventricle, left ventricle. So between the ventricle septal defect and pulmonary stenosis, right ventricular hypertrophy, this muscles wall become an effect. Teratology of Fallot's effect. If the right ventricle obstruction is severe, or if the pressure of the lung is high, a large amount of poor oxygen blood, bluish impure blood, passes through the ventricular septus mixed with the oxygen-rich blood in the left ventricle, and it pumps into the body that cause cyanosis, blue baby syndrome. The more blood that goes through the VSD, the less blood that goes through the pulmonary artery to the lungs. So decrease oxygenated blood to the left side of the heart. So nearly all the blood in the left ventricle is poor oxygen or lack of oxygen. This is the emergency situation as the blood will not have enough oxygen to meet its needs. And now clinical manifestation. So history comes, a heart murmur is audible at birth. Most patients are symptomatic with cyanosis at birth and shortly thereafter, dyspnea or exertion, hypoxic spill develop later, ever in middle cyanotic infant. Immediately afterwards, severe cyanosis is seen in patients with teratology of Fallot. Now, physical examination, varying degree of cyanosis, tachypnea and clubbing are present. In right ventricular tap along the left sternal border and a systolic thrill at the upper and mid-left sternal border are commonly present, 50% of patients. And ejection click that originate in the aorta may be audible. Is the patient that is still? The children with teratology of Fallot exhibit bluish skin during episode of crying and feeding. Blue fingers, nails and nails of legs. Management of teratology of Fallot. Medically, educate patient to recognize the spell and know how to do. Oral propanol therapy 0.5 to 1.5 mg per kg every 6 hours is occasionally used to prevent hypoxic spill, while waiting for an optional time for corrective surgery, balloon dilation of the right ventricle outflow tract and pulmonary wall. It is not widely practiced. Maintenance of good dental hygiene and practice to antibiotic prophylaxis use SBE are important. The relative iron deficiency state should be detected and treated. Surgically, palliative shunt procedure. Classically, Blalock tossing shunt. Anastomosis between the subclavian artery and ipsilateral pulmonary artery is usually performed for an infant older than 3 months because the shunt is often thrombosed in young infant with smaller arteries. Now, tricuspid atresia. In this condition, there is no tricuspid wall. Therefore, no blood flow in the right atrium to the right ventricle. Blood in the right atrium, foramen ovale, and left atrium and left ventricle to aorta. There is a complete mixing of oxygen blood and unoxygenated blood. Tricuspid atresia defect is a characteristic by a following: a small right ventricle, a large left ventricle, a small ventricular septal, and patent ductus arteriosus, diminished pulmonary circulation, cyanosis, bluish color of the skin and mucous membrane because of lack of oxygen, transposition of the greater arteries. The aorta is connected to the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery is connected to the left ventricle. So, poor oxygenated blood and oxygenated rich blood. Poor oxygenated blood turn to the right atrium from the body, passes through the left atrium and ventricle, then into the misconnecting aorta back to the body. Oxygen rich blood turn to the left atrium from the lung and passes through the left atrium and ventricle into the pulmonary artery and back to the lung. It is a natural phenomenon. Other heart defects are often associated with transposition of great arteries. Arterial and ventricular septal defect. It is the necessary in order for the infant with TGA to survive. Here we are, aorta, pulmonary artery transposition, left ventricles and right ventricles. Clinical manifestations, cyanosis from birth is always present, congestive heart failure with dyspnea and feeding difficulty. Physical examinations, various degree of cyanosis of CHF with tachypnea and dyspnea are usually present. The peripheral pulse are bounding with the wide pulse pressure. A systolic click is frequently audible at the apex and upper left sternal border. Electrocardiograph, X-ray and echocardiography is important investigation. Medically, vigorous anticongestive measures with digitalis and diuretic, surgical, closing the VSD and pulmonary artery and aorta excise and attach with them RV by means of hemograph. Now, truncus arteriosus, the aorta and pulmonary artery start as a single blood vessels, which eventually divide and become two separate arteries. Truncus arteriosus occur when a single great vessel fails to separate. Very important. Truncus arteriosus occurs when the single great vessels fail to separate completely, leaving a connection between the aorta and pulmonary artery, then accompanied by ventricular septal defect. So, effect is poor oxygenated blood and oxygen-rich blood mix back and forth through a ventricular septal defect. This mixed blood then flow throughout the common truncal vessels. Some of it will flow in pulmonary artery and onto the lung. Some of the mixed blood will go into the aortic branch and to the body. The mixed blood that goes the body does not have much oxygen as normal and will cause various degree of cyanosis. Now, clinical manifestation is again cyanosis and sign of CHF. Dyspnea with feeding, failure of drive, frequently respiratory infection is usually occur. Physical examination, moderate to severe cyanosis is present. S2 sound is single and loud with CHF, supervine, hepatomegaly and dyspnea develop. So, thank you. That's all about congenital heart disease. Hope this video is useful and beneficial to you. Thank you.